Every now and then, when I get a beautiful day like today, I like to do a video of my little place I call heaven on earth. See, way out there is the Atlantic Ocean, and this literally is my backyard, peeps. This is the blessing of Jesus, my Lord. He says, ask anything in His name. I ask for peace. I used to look out my back and my front and see wine bottles. You know, the ghetto look. If you want to see the ghetto look, I'll describe it to you. Okay, there's a little wino who sleeps on my doorstep. And I lived next door to a liquor store. So he would go next door and get his liquor and literally made his house my doorstep. Because I had a nice little alcove where you enter before you enter into the house. There's a nice little porched in alcove where you put the mail. That's where he made his bed and his bathroom. He would piss in there. He would do everything. Sleep in there, eat and drink. So you step over him. And in the backyard, though it was fenced in, I had my alley cats. So this bunch of cats, they just have litters and litters and litters of cats. That's how I became the crazy cat lady, because I didn't want to call the city, because the city euthanized or killed. So it was just, and then you see drug needles and all types of like crap, garbage on the floor. No grass, it was all concrete. Definitely no water, unless it was sewage water coming up after the rain. But not to discourage anyone who lives in that type of condition. But I woke up one day and say, Lord, give me Psalm 23. Let me see the beauty of your creation before I leave this earth, or before you return, because I plan on being here when He returns. And this is what He gave me, above and beyond all that you ask or think. Oh, peeps, it's real. It is real. Not only that, peeps, I was working a job. Hope my boss isn't listening, or my old boss. I was working a job where they literally stood over me all day and threw work at me. I couldn't even get up and go to the bathroom. 8 hours I had to sit there and stare and try to keep up with the work. Go watch that episode of I Love Lucy when she was working in the candy factory and she thought it started out really slow with the candy. Go watch it. That was my job, peeps. And they would crack the whip over your head if you fell out of line, and you better not get up and go to the bathroom, because then you come back and the work will be double. Running after subways. Almost ran under the subway one day trying to catch it. Oh, Lord. You want to see my office now? You want to see where I work? Welcome to my office, peeps. This is my office, peeps. This is my co-worker. Hi, co-worker, are you going to bother me today? Are you going to whine at me and say you're not keeping up with your load of the work? Co-worker say, what the hell? As long as you feed me, I won't bother you. This is my workplace. I work from home. Again, ask anything in His name, and it shall be given unto you, pressed down, shaken together. Go read it. It's in the Word. Oh, look at my little thing. So, I get to work from home. You want to see what I dress to go to work in? This is going to kill you. This is my dress, peeps. And when I can go to the bathroom all day if I want now. And then, where do I lay? Come out here to get a little break. I lay right here with my little socks, and it's always, that's the other thing, I used to live in a cold freezing temperatures, running out, wind blowing, snow and sleet, and just no fresh air. Peeps, this is the temperature year round. Summer, people. Every now and then I have to pinch myself and say, is it real? Am I dreaming? Do I really live in a paradise on earth? Oh, my peeps. This is like I asked a little simple thing. I said, Lord, just give me a place where I can find some peace. No loud boombox music, no ghetto people hanging out on my doorsteps, wine bottles, drug needles, fresh air, clean, fresh air. And the Lord went above. Can the Lord outdo himself? I don't think so. He can go above and beyond even what he promises. These are my co-workers. Will you be bothering me today? Say, if you don't bother me, I won't bother you. Look at this beautiful day. This is my second office. I got a third office too, but I don't feel like going down. I have 3 floors. I don't feel like going down in that's my real office. I gotta get a desktop computer. But you see the beauty of God's creation. I gotta get a swing. But really I shouldn't, because it could blow off. But I'm just saying, this is just like heaven, people. Heaven. Heaven. Flip-flops year-round. Do you know I used to have to wear boots and all manner of heavy shoes running to catch the bus? Now, this is the heaviest shoes I wear. I only got the socks on because I like them. It's always summer. Oh, my peeps. You gotta ask and it shall be given unto you. This was supposed to be a testimonial video. I was going to tell the story of how I healed my cat from cancer. And I wanted to tell everybody, but I don't know if the powers that be want me to tell you that there is a cure for cancer. My cat Winnie, matter of fact, I don't feel like going downstairs though. She's in the she's on the basement level. I woke up one day and she was just like she wasn't eating. I noticed she wasn't eating, but then about the 3rd or 4th day into it, her eyes got really bulged looking. I know the death look. She was like dehydrated. She was drying up. She was not meowing. She would open her mouth and nothing would come out. She would just make the mouth out because she didn't have the strength to say meow. And she liked to eat. I called her Skinny Winnie, but she was a eater. She wasn't eating. She was listless. She was like she was dying. So, first of all, I communed with the Holy Spirit. And I prayed over her. And I anointed her. And I asked the Lord to give me knowledge to know what to do to help her. Because I like my cats. So anyway, I brought her into the upper room. And I prayed over her, anointed her. But then the Holy Spirit gave me the wisdom of what to do. It said to give her green tea and sage. It could be powder, it could be... So I gave her some green tea because I didn't know what to do for her. Green tea and sage. Immediately, peeps, after putting an eye drop of green tea and sage, a pinch of sage in her body, it's like a breath of life came back into this cat. She pepped up. So I noticed that was day 1. Day 2, I started giving her vitamins, just vitamins paste. You know, they sell it, but for people it would be vitamins. And then I bombarded her with vitamins of all sorts, but mainly omega, the vitamin D, and what was it, vitamin D, E, A, C. I gave her just vitamins, but minerals and vitamins. And then I gave her egg yolks and the whites. First just the yolk, then the white. Every time I did this, peeps, and hemp, H-E-M-P, hemp. You know, all of this stuff is in the Bible of how to heal, the herbs. I gave her all manner of herbs and parsley, mainly parsley and hemp and sage. And even a little pepper. Black pepper is healing, people. So day 3, the cat wasn't eating either. Day 3 of this and praying. Of course, I give most of the credit to he who put that sun up there. The cat bounced back and she is eating. She can't stop eating now. And what happened really was I felt a tumor in her. I felt something like a ball in her, and I said, oh no, it's cancer. But then after giving her these herbs, she went to the bathroom and she peed a humongous amount of pee. I really believe tumors are just water or pus with sickness in it. And she, in my opinion, that's the cancer came out. After the 3rd day, it flushed out in water. And I'm thinking if it'll happen like that for a cat, could it happen for people that you don't have to do radiation and chemo? If you go by the Bible, herbs, said herbs is for healing. And we should really be just eating green vegetables and things like that. But I think I wouldn't tell anybody not to take medication or radiation, but I'm telling you. Also, sun, I put her in the sun. You know, the sun has a natural form of radiation. So I think just like with plants, I think we should be in the sun at least once or twice a week. I would say every day, but because it's something that heals and renews your body. Now, where I am is the Sunshine State, and I really believe they call Florida. You know, they used to say that it was the fountain of youth here because there's something in the environment, the air, the water, that heals and blesses. Not to mention just the scenery. But it's healing out there. They're not telling everybody. But there are cures, natural cures for these diseases. Because these diseases weren't around forever. It's because our environment is polluted. And I think God knew this and He told us thousands of years ago what to do to keep our bodies healthy. It's the green, people. It's vitamins. And from what I can tell, the green tea, which is green, or you maybe just use any tea, something in tea, and hemp, H-E-M-P, hemp seed, and parsley, and sage, and any manner of herbs is healing these diseases, people. It's how you eat. That's my testimony in this video. Look at that photo. I don't know if you can see it out there. This is a picture perfect day. Welcome to my world.